Hello my friends, welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad where we get together and create a card. And today's card is a get well card, and the cute thing about it is when you open it up it says kisses will make it better. Isn't that adorable? Now I can kind of think about giving this probably to Ken if something was wrong with him, or one of my nephews, because you know kisses always make it better from Auntie, right? That and Lego people. Whenever I give them Lego people, they're always happy. But look at how fun this is, and it's an A2 size card, gatefold, and it is so easy to make. Let me share it with you. What we're going to do first is I need to explain to you what we need. We are going to use this die set. It's number 661120. It's a half card set. Gatefold card is what I call it, and it is tons of fun and so easy to use. So we're going to use this. We're also going to be using from the Stamps of Life this stamp set, and I'll put cardstock behind it so you can see it. It is called Words for Bandages, because there's that kisses will make it better. We're also going to be using the dies from the bandage stamp set. We're just using the dies, but we're going to use quite a few of those dies. Okay, let's get started. The first thing we need to do, and I already have two cut out, but I want to show you how to cut them out because you can't do them at the same time. You're going to do one at a time. We are going to die cut the card base. You need two of them, and I've already cut out two, but I'm going to cut out one for you right now. We're going to get some we're going to get a cutting pad. We're going to lay this down. We're going to trim it. And we need 2 pieces of cardstock. Now you cannot, normally like if I was going to cut out this little circle, I could do 2 at a time, cardstock. But because this has a score line, I'm only going to do 1 at a time. So that's just a heads up. You do want to do 1 at a time, okay? Heads up. So we're running this through, just like that. And then you're going to do that twice. I've only done it once because I have helper elves and they've done them for me. So I'm going to lay these down, and I know it's hard to see, but this score line is right here. I'm not going to fold it yet, okay? Do not fold it yet. But notice where those score lines are, and on this I want to show you. I have a big piece here, so I have this piece here, so it looks like that, and then I have it like this. So the little strips are towards themselves, okay? The little strips are together. They love each other. They want to talk. You put them together, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get the big heart that comes in that kit, and we're going to lay that right there to cut that out, okay? Just like that. Then we're going to run that through, and because it's a smaller die, we can use a smaller cutting pad. We're going to run that through, just like that. We're creating our gatefold card. Okay? And then, just to make sure you understand what we've done here, we're going to go ahead and fold it on the score lines the die created for us when we die cut the card. And then we're going to do this one, just like that. And then we are going to adhere these together. So we're going to add adhesive to one of them. And before you really press them down and put them together, you're going to line up. See, I'm gently laying it on top, but I'm not going to really adhere it yet until I line up my heart on the front. Now I can press. Now I know it's a good A2 size card. And look at that. Now I have my heart in the front. Okay? Now what we're going to do is we are going to die cut the same heart out of pink. We're going to also die cut a circle out of the midnight blue. And then we're going to do some die cutting on our bandage. Now our bandage shadow is going to be the wide piece. And then let's turn this way so we can fit all of these on here at once. So then we are going to get this fun piece. This is my favorite part of this set because it has all those little tiny cutout holes. And just to make life a little bit faster and a little bit easier, I am going to add some Sizzix adhesive to the back of this. Just like that. I'm going to lay that down. And I'm going to put this back. We'll save that adhesive for another time, that extra adhesive. I'm going to peel that off. And I'm going to hold my fingers here so I know not to die cut there. And I'm going to lay that right there. And, oh, we need a couple more things. We're going to die cut this little white piece. And I have adhesive on the back of that. Look at this. And I can layer these papers. It's okay. That's okay to do that. And then my cute little pink heart, I'm going to lay right there, and that has adhesive on the back. And look at that. We're ready to go. I think we got all our die cutting. We're going to get it all out of the way at once. Now let's see if we can move these around a little bit to make sure we just use a smaller cutting pad. There we go. And we're going to run those all through. Just like that. Now, I have already cut out a white piece of cardstock for the background because we're going to do that Kisses Will Make It Better randomly on the back. So I'm just going to leave all my die cut pieces right there, ready to go. Let's peel this up, get our Kisses Will Make It Better, and it just makes, for some reason, it just totally makes me think of my nephews. We're going to ink this up. I don't know if I've used this actual stamp set before, so I'm gonna grab some scrap paper. Remember, the first time you stamp, you always wanna make sure you stamp on scratch paper. And that looks pretty good, but you know what? It looks a little dark. It looks like we used Cloud. So I'm going to switch inks and grab my Cloud. This was Storm. Storm's a little darker than Cloud, and we're gonna grab Cloud. And we're gonna ink that one. Sometimes they're so close you just can't, yeah, there we go, we want Cloud. Okay, so we're gonna ink this and we're going to stamp it all the way around. Because I want it to go off the edge, I am gonna get some scrap paper. I don't wanna get ink on my secret weapon. And we're just going to randomly stamp this. And always go off the edge as long as you're not stamping the word hello, because that doesn't look good when you stamp it off the edge because you don't know exactly what you're trying to say there. But we're gonna just go down here and just kind of keep going and going. No wrong way to do this. And right there. And just because I feel like I'm missing a little bit there, I'm just gonna go right there at the bottom. Look at that. Oh, and I feel like there's an empty spot right there, so I'm just gonna go right like that. Perfect. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're going to adhere that to the inside. Add some adhesive to it. And lay that down right there. Kisses will make it better. Now we want to take that circle and the heart. The heart we're going to pop up just ever so slightly. So we're going to get some adhesive foam. And we're just going to get a little tiny piece of this off. Now remember, always cut your adhesive foam smaller than your project. It does not have to be about the same size because you don't want to waste your adhesive foam. There's no sense in putting a great big huge monstrous piece here. And I'm going to add this to my heart, to my circle. And then what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that my heart really lines up to my cutout heart. So I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back of this blue. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently lay this. I'm not going to really adhere it yet. I'm going to line up my heart. Oh my goodness, I put that down really well. Line up my heart, and that is it. Look at that. That was good. I just dropped it and it fell. And look, lay that and see how I open it up? It just opens up perfect. Now I'm going to add a cute little heart sticker to the center there, if I can find it. Oh, there it is. We're going to add that cute little heart to the very center. Whoops, and that was crooked. There we go. Oh, still crooked. Come on. There we go. That's better. And then we're going to put our little Band-Aid together. We're going to pop this out. And these little, most of those circles already came out. Don't worry, with the adhesive on the back, they'll really come out. We're going to add our little white here. This is like the little bandage part to it. Let's see if I can get the adhesive off with my bad fingernails here. Peel that adhesive off. There we go. Come on. Come on, baby. You can do it. Okay, and we're going to add this right there to our little bandage. And then we're going to get our cute little heart that just says, I love you. And we're going to poke that through. And peel the adhesive off the back of that. Come on, baby. Having issues today, aren't we? There we go. There we go. And sometimes it's on the smaller pieces, you just can't get it. Okay, then we're gonna peel off the back of this and watch. Most of those little dots are just gonna come right with our paper. If they don't, oh, well they did, but if they didn't, you could flick it. They all did. So then we're going to add this to this. Look how adorable this Band-Aid is, I'm telling you. And then we're gonna add this to the front, and we did it on this side. So we're just gonna add adhesive to one side. And we're going to layer that right there. And we're going to add some cute little hearts on the side here just to spruce it up. Oh, spruce it up a little bit. It's so funny, these little doodads sometimes just come off the backing, and I find them on the bottom of my feet a lot. I step on them all the time and they stick to me. So funny. Okay, so we're just going to kind of add our little hearts. This is so sweet. And then we want to just add something. We're going to close it like this. We want to add something a little bit more to this side. So we have a little piece of adhesive, not adhesive, but a little piece of pattern paper. We're going to add adhesive to the back. And of course it's way too long on purpose because we want to line it up. And then we're just going to look at the back and trim. So it's the exact right size. Then we're going to add a little bit of ribbon to finish it off. Now I hope you follow us on Instagram at stampsoflife.com and Stephanie Bernard, because you never know what you're going to see, and we do lots of sneak peeks and behind the scenes and things like that. So make sure you're following us on Instagram and on Facebook, both of us, the Stamps of Life and Stephanie Bernard. Different things sometimes. And look at how adorable this cute little card is. We're going to open it up and it's going to say kisses will make it better. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Stephanie's Stamp Pad, where we get together to make somebody feel better. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.